If you've been on social media lately, then you're probably familiar with the Instagram account Lake Braddock Barstools. Lake Braddock Barstools is an account created late October by an anonymous user. The account has gained a huge amount of followers for showing Lake Braddock students engaging in dangerous and risky behavior, from vandalizing a car to faking a seizure on camera. This account's post has caught the attention of many viewers from Virginia and around the U.S. With an astounding 48,479 total views, this account has shown how the college Barstool trend has spread to high schools across the U.S. In the recent years, Barstool accounts have presented a dilemma about what schools can and can't do regarding social media. Although they can't do anything about what these accounts post, they can use it as evidence to put consequences in place for people who are found to be breaking the SRNR. We interviewed Assistant Principal Antonio DeBari and asked him some questions about it.
What happens if an account that is not officially run by Lake Braddock or any of Lake Braddock's sponsors, teachers, whatever, videos something that violates SRNR and it involves students of Lake Braddock is the question.
Yeah,
So to use your example, there's a video over the weekend of a fight that happens not on school grounds, not at an event that is sanctioned by Lake Braddock. For example, a DECA or FCCLA conference or a band performing arts trip. So we're talking about outside of that. So those types of things, fights, all that is in the private domain as best as I understand it. So what would happen for that is that you would go to the police with something like that. That is not something that would come to the administrator to say, hey, Saturday, a bunch of our friends were playing basketball, it got out of hand and there was a fist fight at the basketball court. That is something that's handled outside of school. Now, the caveat to that is if it affects the daily school environment. So, for example, if there was an incident where a student felt unsafe within the building because of something that happened on the weekend and that was continuing to occur, then as a school, we would work to get that figured out. Does that mean that it would be SRNR consequences all the time? Not necessarily.
Another way to look at the impact these accounts have on schools is through the eyes of students. A Colorado State University study found that students of schools that have Barstool accounts feel like their privacy is always at risk because everybody is looking for viable content to record and send in to these accounts. The study also found that students whose strongest perceptions about college is Barstool are more likely to get the wrong idea or replicate the glorified college stereotypes they see on the accounts.